I would say somewhere in between 1 and 2 rats. I know I can clear 2 rats.
Hi, I'm Hannah. This is What's the Scoop with Hannah. Today we're with a comic book expert named Ed. We're going to learn a lot. What kind of ice cream are you eating?
This is Rocky Road ice cream.
So, Ed, how many rolls of toilet paper do you think you'll use in your entire lifetime?
That's a very good question. Very relevant to my field of expertise. Probably 50,000 in a lifetime.
Rolls.
Yes.
Would you go to outer space?
Oh, absolutely. Like, I can't think of anything better than being in outer space. If you do something in space, it's like the first person to do that in space. You set a record every time you do anything in space.
How high can you jump?
Best estimate, I would say somewhere in between 1 and 2 rats. I know I can clear 2 rats. Never done more. Never had to do less.
I'm sorry, rat?
Like a rat just scurries by.
Sure.
You got to clear it. You don't want to step on a rat. Like, that's rude.
On its back legs, sort of standing up like Ratatouille in the kitchen, or is it on all fours and then you're sort of stacking the rats in your head?
Vertical rats.
Okay. What color is your shower curtain and why?
My shower curtain is actually the color of Tatooine from Star Wars because it is a recreation of Tatooine from Star Wars.
I keep trying to get time off to go to Tatooine. My boss says no.
Your boss is probably on Tatooine.
If you could explain to me and everyone out there, how do you do a cartwheel?
How do I do a cartwheel? Poorly.
Okay, Ed. Which of these two things should make a comeback? Waterbeds or station wagons?
I have not had an experience with waterbeds yet. So I got to go with the waterbed just to cross it off my bucket list.
There's a bar in New York City that has a waterbed in it. And to me, that's a no-go. Public waterbeds are a no-go. Private waterbeds.
You've got like a solid guest list. You know who's on it. And their shower schedule and everything.
Who's the coolest person you've ever met?
There's a guy in Chesapeake, Virginia. He's probably in his 80s. And he rollerblades, like disco roller skates, at a Shell gas station there.
Wow.
And it's like every day.
Do you think that there should be a rule that dogs cannot play basketball?
Honestly, yes.
So we haven't really talked much about your job. So I really just want to ask you, what is the scoop, Ed?
As a comic book expert, the number one thing that you need to keep in mind is that most people are not comic book experts. So realistically, you can make up whatever you want. You can say whatever you want, and people will know that it's questionable, but they can't call you on it.
Say something about comic books, and so then I could question you.
In the 1920s, when comic books first were created, they didn't have staples because they were using all the metal for the war. So all comic books were actually bound together with the used chewing gum of children. You say it with confidence. Ed, thank you so much for joining us on What's the Scoop. I think I've learned so much about you and almost nothing about comic books. And I hope that you really enjoyed your ice cream. I did. Yes. Thank you very much for having me, Hannah. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Cheers, Ed. Bye. Mine looks really gross. Look at that. I'm an animal.